So that's 3 people missing, 2 dead, 1 missing. To get through the chromatic doors to get into these escape rooms, you need your whole team there of 3 people. So through that, we know that only 4 people made it through. My character, Sigma, my partner, Fire, which is the one that we were talking with, Kay, which is in a big suit of armor, which we've just found, and Dio, which we've also just found. There was 2 others other than Quark that didn't make it through that door, which was Tenmyuji, Quark's grandpa, and Clover. After we finished this room, we found them handcuffed together so they weren't able to get through this room, and therefore they died, which left Kay, Dio, Sigma, and Fire. Here we've just found Kay and Dio murdered, which leaves me and Fire, and if it's at all possible, Quark possibly. But he possibly couldn't have murdered these. So we're trying to figure out who the murderer is. While we're here though, I have had a couple of raids. So we will get those. I should do some shout outs. First was Gammy a while ago.
I'll just wait. Come in. I'll just stand here. Yeah, I'll wait him out. Gotta be totally natural about this. Totally natural. Oh, Sebastian! Fancy seeing you here. I think I just got rejected.
Rude, Sebastian.
I just got rejected.
Why would you reject Gammy?
It's fine. We'll bounce back.
We have seen that clip before. And we just got raided by Wazo.
Where would I see fingerprints other than the door?
The door.
Phasmophobia?
If it turns on the...
Oh god, something opened. I don't know what opened. I heard something open and off.
I think that's Phasmo, isn't it?
If it turns on the computer will
The
also...
shower just went on. Shower just went on and off. Where's the shower? Where's the shower?
In the bathroom.
Is the bathroom this door on the right?
When you're leaving the boys' room and you're going down the...
That is a very good point, TCC. So that means both Sigma and Fire can escape because they can just betray everyone else and get 3 points every round. But yeah, we're trying to find who the murderer is. I don't believe... Or it is true that can't be more AB rooms because... No, that can't be more escape rooms because the cards that we found in this room can open the AB rooms as many times as they need, so there doesn't need to be any more escape rooms. That must be an AB room vote. Which I don't understand why if it's only me and Fire and Quark without a bracelet. We'll have to continue and find out. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. No, wait. There had been one time. One time when I wasn't watching. When I was passed out on a couch. Just after we opened the just after we opened the door to the escape room. The few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? The rec room and the security office weren't that far away from one another. If the round trip took about a minute and she'd killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes. Which I highly doubt that's possible. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was going fast forwarded. Probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? It might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. And where had everything like mental processing speed dropping come from? There's Kay and Dio. We did see them go into an escape room. Well, one of the white chromatic doors at the end, so yeah.
Checking their bodies like before, I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah, 2 things actually.
Oh?
Take a look at this.
A knife? Myrmidons. So that's telling us he definitely was a Myrmidon. And I'm assuming that's the same knife that killed the old lady at the start.
Yeah.
There's something engraved on the blade too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer? No.
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before.
Sure you haven't, Fire.
But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
Oh! That was the blade in Alice's chest. So she was murdered in this line. This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right.
Oh. True, Spud. We have no idea why they would have done it, but it seems they did.
From the looks of it, I guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long.
But it is said that they were a secret organization that no one really knew about. So, with that, if people don't know about them, it doesn't matter if their name's on the products.
I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
But that also said, if someone's found dead with a knife stuck into them with Myrmidons written on it, it would get them looking into what Myrmidons are and researching, trying to find the Myrmidons in the first place. I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width,
Yep.
3 millimeters.
Autopsy of the old lady. Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers it gave us for the wound.
Right, well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is.
Yep. You would like to think so. They would want more supporters. But the Myrmidons are made up of clones of one person. They're all clones of a person named Left. And every clone is also named Left. There is no Myrmidon that is not a clone of Left. So, yeah.
In other words,
Those numbers describe the size and shape of the wound, right?
right.
So if they match, then that means this knife was used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Still, why does Dio have it? Because he's a Myrmidon. We found that out in the last line.
He must have gotten
Well-
it from Alice.
Well, kind of. We originally found out that he was a Myrmidon in this ending, where I escaped with Fire and Dio, and Fire was attacking him verbally attacking him, telling him, tell us who you're contacting, what's the deactivation code, all sorts of things. We found out that Dio was a Myrmidon at that point. In this ending, we, in a way, tricked Dio into admitting that he was. I knew that. I know that. What I mean is, why did he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AB room. Yes. So that knife was used to kill the old lady that was found in the AB room, and then the murderer of the old lady wrapped it in a handkerchief and chucked it between the N2 AB rooms. There was another room there, so it was chucked in the gap there. When that AB room was lifted and moved to the other side, it was out in the open, and Alice saw it then and picked it up.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her. If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back to get it later? So this comes back to she did catch the virus and she used that knife to stab herself. Because she did have that knife before she was found dead. So it does come back to committing suicide.
Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said?
You found two things?
I found two things.
Yep.
There was the knife and this.
Kay's key. That's the key to the back of Kay's head to open up his suit. Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
Flashback to another timeline, I think. We found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it. Just in case.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Was the Golem Bay in this timeline? That one... Yep, Golem Bay. So I did get it in this timeline. Yeah.
And now Dio's got it.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Wait. Kay's key?
Oh man. You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
I did. But obviously Sigma didn't. What do you mean?
Get over here. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
In the back of Kay's head. She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, and pointed to the back of it.
You remember this, right?
Oh yeah. So that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
We're gonna find out who Kay is. Before I had time to prepare myself, Fire shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But
It's no good. Can't get it open.
maybe the axe in his back cut something that was required to open it? Why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it's shorted the suit out or something?
I think so. At
Yeah.
any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder...
So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah. No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
Maybe. Doubtful, but maybe. She'd only been searching for a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Look,
What is it?
a spray bottle with luminol in it.
The luminol. Did he get it from Temuyuji? Or did he grab another bottle? That's the one Temuyuji had. That's what I was thinking, maybe.
Yeah.
So, did Kay put the handcuffs on Clover and Temuyuji? Then does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to the sink?
We don't know yet.
Why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died.
Yeah, it's possible.
It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this.
Yep.
Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you going to check for a luminol reaction?
Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here, though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it.
Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look, Dio's left wrist.
The underside of his bracelet is glowing.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
We've seen that in the past. We know whose blood it is as well. Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though.
Yep.
See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Then that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyoji.
Right.
I'm not saying who it is in case they say it here, but we have found this out in another timeline who the bracelet, well, why there's blood on the bracelet. Do you remember what Tamiyuji said to us in this room?
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
Do you think Tamiyuji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
No. Why would Zero Senior have the bracelet that has blood on it?
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
What?
Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Yeah, he did think it, but I don't see why he would have thought the one that Zero Senior had was one with blood on it.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah?
Wait, are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
Then who killed Dio?
Kay, perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
I guess that's possible. Dio hit Kay with the axe, and in the last burst of adrenaline that Kay got, he got Dio through the chest with a spear. Another descendant of Species B.
Huh?
Well, yes, they had already worked out that Zero Junior is an AI bot thing inside the computer that we talked to at the start of the game, and Zero Junior told us that one of us was Zero Senior. So, unless he was lying to us, we can safely assume that one of the 9 people in the game is Zero Senior. But what I don't get is why would they think Zero Senior has blood on the bracelet? That part doesn't make sense to me. Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, then
All of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
yes, that's pretty accurate, Tigress.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
So someone is still alive.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
And that pretty much either guarantees there's someone we haven't seen at all in the whole game so far, which they kind of ruled out at the start, or Quark is still alive and somehow got his bracelet off. But why would Quark open the AB room? What? What the hell is happening? That's impossible.
Quark.
Quark? Quark opened a gate?
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry!
Yep. I know, I'm coming. Quark doesn't need to open the AB rooms. All he needs to do is pick up his own bracelet and he can walk out of here. So I'm not thinking it's Quark, but who could it possibly be? We've seen everyone else dead. Sure enough, one of the rooms is open. Number 9 door's still shut. Damn it. There's no one here. Did they run off?
Why would they run away?
Yeah. Hell if I know. How the hell did Quark open an AB gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open.
You must have taken one from Dio or K before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember?
Yep.
We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
Yeah, well, he can't have voted already because there's a machine inside the AB room that has a button to start to vote. As soon as you click start, the door closes. Then you place your vote and the door won't open until until the timer has run out. And at least one person in every team of 3 has to place a vote or the whole team will get penalized, meaning killed. And yeah, so you can't possibly leave if there's a team that hasn't voted and the time hasn't run out, which the timer's only just started for 45 minutes because the door's only just been opened. So whoever opened it hasn't gone in and hasn't pressed start because it's still open. But you didn't find one when you searched them.
Right.
Ah yes, so their star keys have been taken by someone. Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all then. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe. He's a kid, he doesn't have the strength to use, especially an axe through a metal armor.
That's impossible.
Yeah. The room that we were in with Dio and Kay was on the 2nd floor. We're on a different floor. We had to make our way to the top floor and get here. So there was plenty of time for them to open the door and leave. But if it was Quark, there's no reason why Quark would have.
You're being an idiot. It's much more likely he found the keycard after they died.
Yeah. Alright, let's go find him.
Any ideas where to look?
Nope. Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be?
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
Do you know something I don't? Floor B warehouse? Open? The room Dio and Kay investigated. Yep.
Right. Aren't you curious?
Of course. Besides, Quark might be there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move. The door says director's office.
Probably belongs to the director.
That would make sense, Fi. I hope it has one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit in one and say stuff like action or cut or double decaf chai soy latte now. Not that type of director.
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
No. Well, yeah. Aren't you excited?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
Yeah, What if Zero Senior was in there waiting for us?
That would make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
You don't need to keep asking me if...
He didn't ask. He just said I'm going to open it.